Shalom, Israel. I'm Priest and Officer 50 of the ISUPK, Commander 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I'm the Commanding General Yohana. And since 1969, we've been letting the blacks, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians know that we are the true Jews. Since 1969, we've been giving back the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians our true identity, that we are the Israelites according to the Bible. You understand? And that means a lot. It means everything. Once you get your identity back and you come into the truth and you realize that this King James Version Bible with the Apocrypha, this is our records, our history book. This is our constitution. It explains everything. You know what I'm saying? This is the only book in the past that writes about the future. It's amazing, you understand? And with that being said, we're going to continue today's class. Esau kept his word, part 3. And you know what it is. If you've been following this series, you know what it is, that Esau hates so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, and he keeps his word. He's been keeping his word. And we're going to dive deeper, get a little more deeper on how vicious, maniacal, and vile this beast is. That the man who rules this world has his knee on our neck. But if you've been paying attention and you've seen how the Most High God is destroying this world right now, with pestilence, with rumors of war, you understand? The rivers are drying up, you understand? Like the Most High God is destroying this world, and he's destroying North America, which is spiritually Egypt, Babylon, and Sodom and Gomorrah. Rockefeller Yahweh Yahweh Shah, you understand? So what we're going to do is do a little piggyback so we can get a groove on down to the class. So we're going to start in the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 41. It's lucky. And it reads, Esau hated Jacob. As you know, Esau is the father, the progenitor of all European men, the oppressor, the white man. Every German, every Austrian person, every Greek, every Italian, every Russian, every Ukrainian, every British man, every French man, every Portuguese man, Swedish man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Every European American, you understand? He is the father of all these Caucasian people. You understand? And it reads, Esau hated Jacob. You know what I'm saying? And Jacob is the father of every so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American man, Israel. And he hates us. And it's prevalent in today how much these people hate us. I mean, we suffer mass incarceration. We're the last one hired, first one fired. Understand? We're getting gunned down in the streets. Our neighborhoods to patrol the most. We're the poorest. You understand? We don't bring the drugs into America. We don't own the ports. You understand? But we're the ones being targeted systematically by the oppressor, because it says right here, Esau hates Jacob. You understand? And that's the same spirit he's been keeping since Genesis, since blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans beginning and European beginning. He hates us, and that spirit has been trickling and has been kept since every generation, from all the way then to right now in 2022. But it's almost up. You gotta endure in this truth. It's almost up with this beast. It's almost going to end for this beast. And blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians need to rise and come back to the Most High God, so we can rule this world. So we can come back on top. So we don't have to worry about no heathen, especially Esau with his knee on our neck. And we can have our knee on his neck as it should be, as the scriptures want it to be, as the Most High God said it should be. But we keep reading. Salakia. And Esau hated Jacob, because of the blessings wherewith his fathers blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning of my father are at hand. And this is when Esau was, this is the characteristics of the oppressor. He's mad when he loses. Because if you follow the series, Esau sold his birthright to Jacob. And then when his father was on his deathbed, Esau was blessed. It's like him. Jacob was blessed. And Esau was mad because he received all the blessings. But not only that, you sold your blessings to Jacob. You understand? You sold your blessings to Jacob, and you said, and I'm paraphrasing the scriptures, that you said your birthright, your blessings, you don't profit off of it. How would you profit off of it? And he also said, Esau, the father of all European man, the oppressor, said he despised his birthright. And not only that, the Most High God told Rebekah, their mother, that he wanted Jacob to have the blessing, that Jacob was the chosen seed, that Jacob was the one to have everything. You understand? Because I'm paraphrasing the scriptures. One vessel was made with honor, and another vessel was made dishonorable. And the one made with honor is you, so-called black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. You are the honorable vessel. You are the honorable being, creature on planet Earth. You understand? You are a prince of power. You were given the law, statute, commandments. No other nation, like it says in Psalms 147, verse 19 and verse 18. You understand? You were the one given the laws, statute, commandments. You understand? You were the ones with the know-how of how to run a nation in this planet, not Esau. Esau doesn't know how to run anything. Esau doesn't know how to share. You can see how the world is right now. The world is falling to pieces. It's been falling to pieces. And the Most High God is tired of this mess. You know what I'm saying? World War III is on the horizon. You know what I'm saying? Prophecies and revelation is going on. The Euphrates River has dried up. There's a river in Europe, I forget where it is, either Europe or somewhere in Asia that's just dried up. The Most High God is tired of the oppressor. And it's about time that Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians get on board. Come back to the words of the Most High God. We always want God to speak to us, but He's speaking to us right now in the scriptures. And if we want Him to answer us, we have to get back to the law, statute, and commandments. We have to live righteously so we don't suffer the punishments that's coming upon Esau and these other heathen nations. You understand? But let's keep reading. Salakia. And then Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning of my father are at hand. Then I will slay my brother Jacob. And he's kept his word. He's kept his promise. He's doing it today. He's killing us. If he's not killing us with the sword, he's killing us with the pen to make new laws to keep us in jail. Understand? He's making legislation or whatever it is, or more ways to keep us down. You know what I'm saying? The rent goes up. It goes up. An extra $500 every 5 months. It's hard to live in New York. It's hard to live in headquarters. Understand? It's hard to live anywhere when you live in check to check. Don't know how you're gonna survive. But being that we are the chosen people of God, we always find a way. We always find a way to make $1 out of 15 cents and survive. Because that's who we are. We are survivors. Black, Hispanics, Native American Indians. We are the chosen people. We are bred to survive. We are of the Most High God. The Most High God is a man of war. Survival is war. Is war. You understand? We as Black, Hispanics, Native American Indians have to get back to the Most High God and understand who we are as a people and what we must do. But let's read verse 42. And the words of Esau, her eldest son, were told to Rebekah. And this is how disgusting the evil is. He told his mother, I'm gonna kill your son. Probably with a blank expression. You know how he has no soul, he has no heart, he doesn't care. He probably told his mother, I'm gonna kill your son with a blank expression. And she felt that as a mother. She felt that as a mother, and she right then knew the reason why the Most High God did not give this disgusting bastard the rights, the birthrights, did not give this disgusting bastard the keys to the earth, to the world, to rule this planet. Because she knew right then and there her son is a wicked bastard. It's full of evil, sin, vile, profane. Understand? She knew right then and there. And as a good mother, this is exactly what she did. And she sent and called Jacob, her youngest son, and said unto him, Behold, thy brother Esau has touched thee, doth confront himself, pursue to kill thee. So she told her son. She told her son Jacob that he's coming to kill you. You know what I'm saying? And like a good mother, you know what I'm saying, she wants him to flee. As he should. You know what I'm saying? As he should get up out of there. Because your brother wants to kill you. You know what I'm saying? And that same hatred trickled down to the generations through time. For millennia, for hundreds of years until today, as Esau hates us. You know what I'm saying? And the worst thing about Esau is today you have two types of racism, two types of bigot, nasty, disgusting bastards. You understand? The one you can appreciate, the one you just gotta watch out for. The one you can appreciate is the ones that tell you straight in your face, I don't like you, nigga. Spick, savage, so-called Native American. I hate you. I don't like your kind. Those are the ones you can appreciate because you know what it is. Those are the ones who tell you, I'm your enemy for life. I'm your enemy when the sunrise. I'm your enemy to the sunset. I'm your enemy till it's all said and done. You understand? Those are the ones you can appreciate because you can look out for them. The ones you can, the ones you don't, you have to look out for. The ones you have to keep an eye on are the ones that smile on your face when your back is turned. There's all types of bywords being thrown at so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. When you walk up on them, they stop the racist joke they got for you. You know that type. You know what I'm saying? The ones that say, I got 3 black friends, why are you counting them? I got 3 Hispanic friends, why are you counting them? You know what I'm saying? Does it matter? Well, why are you counting them? Those are the ones you have to look out for. Those are your bosses, the ones with the racist jokes, the ones writing your check out. You understand? But it's all Esau, regardless, rich or poor. They hate you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. And you would notice if you wasn't in that Christian church, that place makes a so-called black Hispanic man, the children of Israel, the Native American people, the children of Israel, and makes us more docile to slavery, more acceptance to slavery, to having our head down, our tail between our legs. You understand? More acceptable of the world, where the world hates you, Israelites, hates the so-called black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. You understand? And the Muslim mosque is no different because you're loving a heathen nation that hates you. A heathen nation that enslaved you too. It wasn't just the African European man, the Arabic man enslaved Israelites too. He was in cahoots in the transatlantic slave trade. Understand? He was involved in that too, and punishment's going to him. Circle a damn rock. And we got the nerve to be within that Islam, you know what I'm saying? And it's sad, it's sad. Our sisters is in there. They hardly know that. They don't know. The Quran says it's okay for a man to strike, to beat his woman. Our sisters should not be involved in that nonsense. The scripture says, don't, I'm paraphrasing the scriptures, but don't follow the ways and customs of the heathen. Our customs is here in this Holy Bible, the King James Version Bible. The way for us to live, the way for us to communicate with each other. You know what I'm saying? The way for us to do business for each other. The way for us how to rule the world, a nation. You understand? Our nation, the nation of Israel, which the Most High God wants to be number one on planet Earth. To be above all nations on planet Earth. I'm paraphrasing the scriptures again. The book of Deuteronomy is twice. You understand? But let's keep reading. We're going to go to the book of Ecclesiasticus and keep reading and find out and further go on how this beast, who he is and what he is, and how we should stay away from him. We're going to go into the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 7, verse 13. Consider the work of the Most High, of God. For who can make straight which I made crooked? Again, you can't make this oppressor good. You can't change him. You know what I'm saying? This is a metaphor on how this oppressor is. You understand? He's a corrupt bastard. His ways are corrupt. His ways are wicked. Look at what's going on right now with President Donald Trump. You understand? His house in Florida. The corruption. He has files that does not belong to him. It belongs to this so-called wicked country. But he took them anyway. Going against the laws which he swore to uphold and protect his world, but he's corrupt. This is the ways of the oppressor. This is the way of Esau, a corrupt man. You understand? Look at all the treaties that were signed with the Native American Indians, with our Gadite and Reubenite brothers in North America. Over 180 treaties he signed and broke because he's corrupt, because he's greedy, because he's selfish, because he's a murderous bastard. And it shows, and history shows it. You understand? Andrew Jackson, I believe, was a president. He has a book out, and I'm paraphrasing the book. He said he wouldn't stop till he killed all of our Native American Gadite Reubenite brothers. Because this is how he is. Esau's keeping his word upon hating us, like it says in Genesis. He's keeping his word and killing us. Because we are the chosen people, and he is not. Because we are the chosen people, and he is not. He's upset. He's blessed with a sword. And with that sword, he's killing us. He's destroying the world with his warfare. So how long will we have war, Slovakia? Now how long will this wicked, disgusting country have war in the so-called Middle East? For over 20 years. Over 20 years for nothing. And when they pulled out, it went back to how it was, like they never stepped there. You understand? But we as blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, we must realize not to be around this person, because like the scripture says, consider the work of God. For who can make that straight which he had made crooked? And I'm saying you can't straighten out the ways of the oppressor. You can't straighten out the ways of how he is. His ways are his ways, and his ways of wickedness. His ways of iniquity. His ways of sin. You know what I'm saying? His ways are disgusting. And we have to stay away from this man. And the Most High God's telling you for a reason. Because the Most High God feels a certain way about this man. The Most High God feels a certain way about these people. And we're going to get into that right now. Let's go to the book of Romans. The book of Romans chapter 9, verse 13. Bear with me, Israel. He feels a certain way about this people. People he created. A people he created for a reason. You understand? We're going to get into that. This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 13. As it is written, and again, this is the book of Romans, so this is the New Testament. This is Paul's writing. So what Paul's saying, as it is written, which means everything written in the Old Testament, because that's all there was when Paul was around this time. It was the Old Testament. But we have the New Testament for our learning. You understand? For our learning. So as it is written, it says, Jacob have I loved. You understand? God loves blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. God loves every so-called black man that's homeless, that's struggling, that's lost in the world right now. Every so-called Hispanic man that's lost, struggling, homeless, lost in the world right now. Every so-called Native American man that's lost, struggling, homeless, lost right now, that's being oppressed, that's under the curse. He loves the people he put a curse upon. He loves the undesirable people of this world. And that's you, so-called black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. That's you, Israel. That's you, Jacobite. You understand? Have I loved? But Esau, again, Esau's the European man. Esau's the Ukrainian man. Esau's the Russian man. Esau's the Georgian man over there in Europe. Esau's the French man. Esau's the British man, the Irish man, the Scottish man. The man in Greenland. I ain't forget about y'all. Greenland. The man in Nova Scotia, Switzerland, Dutch. But Esau have I hated. This is we're gonna read it again. But Esau have I hated, so he hates you. He hates you and he hates your ways. He hates everything about you, what you have done and what you have become. He hates the way you're treating his people. You understand? He hates every goddamn thing about you. And we're gonna get into that why. We're gonna get exactly into that why. It's lucky. Bear with me as well. Because we have to understand who these people are and why. Why is it? Why is it? Bear with me as well, Salakia. Come on, we're going to go to the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 18. Bear with me as well, though. Salakia. Come on, Salakia. We're going to go to the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10. You understand? The main reason why Esau, Most High God hates Esau. You understand? And it reads right here, the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. You understand? Thy violence against thy brother Jacob. You understand the word that Esau kept. The word that Esau kept, he's kept it. And this is from Genesis. We're in the book of Obadiah, so time has passed. Time has passed as Genesis is written all the way down to Obadiah. And it reads again, it says right here, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob. And remember the promise Esau had. He said he hates his older brother, his younger brother. He hates his younger brother. And he told his mother that he's going to slay him and he's going to kill him. And this violence is kept on. It's kept on to this day. It's kept on to this day. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we have to understand what it is this violence is, you understand? This violence is going on. It's going on when we're being killed and picked off. Understand? They have us a way where we're afraid to leave our houses, not knowing that we could be pulled over by a policeman. That could be us. You know what I'm saying? We're afraid to send our kids to school where a mass shooter can just shoot up the school. Or we're afraid to go to the damn grocery store where some disgusting young punk Edomite will come down and shoot up the place because he feels like he hates us. You seen what he written on his Bushmaster. I got your reparations right here. You understand? These people hate us. Esau kept his word and it's gone through the generations of his lineage. But let's go to the book of Lamentations. So I'll get bear with me. The book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 18. And it reads, they hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled. For our end has come. And this is what it feels like to be a black, Hispanic, Native American Indian. Every time you walk out your door, every time you walk out your door, you step your foot in this disgusting soil called North America. North America, which is spiritually Babylon. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually Egypt. Spiritually Egypt, where they enslaved the God's chosen people. You understand? It's spiritual Egypt where they enslaved God's chosen people and they slaughtered us like we were nothing. You understand? You know what spiritually saw in Gomorrah too, with all the homosexual going on right here, homosexuality going on, the lesbianism going on out here, and then in the gay pride that's going on around here. That's what the Most High God has cursed this world pestilence called the monkeypox. And Baruch Atah Yahweh Hawashah for that. That is disgusting. Most High God's trying to destroy North America, what is called Babylon. And it's for you blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, you have to come out of her. Like the scripture said, come out of my people, so you don't suffer the punishment that's come upon this land. I'm paraphrasing scriptures. Understand? But this is exactly what it feels like for black Hispanics and Native American Indians. It feels like they hunt our steps. Lakia, they are hunting our steps. As we just read in the book of Obadiah 1 and 10, that the violence for the violence Esau has caused thy brother. And the violence is every time we turn on the TV, it's none of one of us being gunned down. It's another one of us being shut up or being thrown in the back of a paddy wagon, and then they slam the brakes, and a brother slides all the way in the back and breaks his neck, and he's crying. He's crying, but no one's paying attention. So now he's paralyzed from the neck down. You know what I'm saying? That's a true story. It's a lucky for me not knowing that brother's name, but that happens to us. You understand? We are still 3/5 of a man in this country. A dog has more rights than us. And you want to fight for this country? You want to be a part of this world? A part of this wicked, disgusting system? You understand? We as Israelites should not have nothing to do with this with these people. And again, it reads right here, Salakia. They hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets, and we can't go in our streets. We can't go on our streets, like I said earlier. They patrol the poor. They these wicked these wicked sentinels. That's what they are? The police unit that comes in the ghettos in the country of America, you know what I'm saying, or the Americas, you know what I'm saying, South America, Central America, you know what I'm saying, in the Caribbean, you know, in the Caribbean and America, you understand? Slovakia. They patrol the ghettos. They patrol the slums. You know what I'm saying? They patrol where we're at for no reason. Because we're afraid to go on the streets. Let a couple of us gather together and just just chilling, kicking. They're going to want to separate us because they're afraid that in that gathering, the Israelites, which is church, because church means what church is Salakia, is a gathering of more than one Israelite man coming together. That's church. That's a school. You understand? When they see that, they get afraid. They're afraid that righteousness might spear out of that gathering. So every time we see us come together, come around, break it up. Break it up. What are y'all doing here? Break it up. You don't know what we're doing. But you're afraid to see us coming together. And that's the whole thing. That blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians need to come together. So, Lockie, give me 1 second. Pull up that scripture for you right now. Baba Shaw. Give me 1 second, Baba Shaw. And this is what it's about. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired. Again, like I said, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are not desired. These other heathen nations do not like us. They only like us when we have money to give them. When it's time to break bread, to spend commerce. You understand? But blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we should desire each other. A black man should desire an Hispanic man. An Hispanic man should desire a black man. A Native American man should desire a black man. An Hispanic man should desire a Native American man. A Native American man should desire a Hispanic man. We should desire each other. Being the children of Israel, we should desire each other because we are family. You understand? What's going on with us right now is that we're being destroyed as a people, divided. Divided by religion, language, and what someone told us who we are. Someone told us that we were African American. Slovakia. Someone told us that we are Jamaican, that we are Haitian, that we are from Barbados, Trinidad, Nassau, that we are from Brazil, we are Cuban, we are Dominican, we are from Colombia, we are Colombian. You know what I'm saying? We are Chickasaw, we are similar Indian, we are Blackfoot. Someone has come along and told us we are everything under the world. Understand? We are everything but who we are, and that is a child of God, an Israelite. And the fact that we are all these things and undesired, it should click in our head that why are we being gunned down? Why are we being shot down? Why are we being undesired? And it says again right here in the book of Zephaniah, gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. And that nation is not desired, the children of Israel. That we are one people, we come from one blood, we come from Jacob, we come from Isaac, and we come from Abraham. We are the chosen people of the planet. We have to come together so all these things can stop happening to us. We have to come together in righteousness. We have to come together following the law, statute, commandments of the Most High God. Because remember, Esau is keeping his word. Esau has kept his word and is keeping his word and killing us off one by one. And if you don't believe me, I got a list for y'all. I got a list for y'all. How Esau kept his word. This is how Esau kept his word. He kept his word with Eric Gardner, John Crawford, Mike Brown, as well Ford, George Floyd, Tanisha Anderson, Akkad Gurley, Tamir Rice, Troy Robertson, Anthony Hill, Maya Hill, Felipe White, Eric Harrison. You understand? Joseph Mann, and the list goes on. The violence against thy brother Jacob. You can't see, but the list goes on. These are all the slain blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians through gun violence, through the police, killing us. And the list is ridiculous. But you got to ask yourself a question. In the states where all these people were killed, how many Hispanic, Black, and Native American people were killed before their names got publicized, went worldwide? So my question, what I'm really trying to ask, how many people, how many Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians were killed that year by police before Eric Gardner's death went national? You gotta think like that for how a person hates us. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we killed 20 of them. Eric Garner died. Let's make it national news. He hates us. He has no love, no compassion for us. This is the same man that used your baby for alligator bait. You think that spirit changed out of him? Just Abraham Lincoln did what he did. You think the spirit changed? He will still throw your baby for alligator bait. He'll still do it today in 2022. And as Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, you have to realize that these people, these so-called people who the Most High God has made crooked, you cannot make straight again. You can't reason with them. It's like the Terminator. You understand? There's no reasoning with him. He's a killing machine. He wants to kill Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians because he has the same spirit his father Esau has to his brother Jacob. A lying, murderous spirit, and he hates to lose at his own game. His own damn game. You know what I'm saying? He'll change the rules so he can win. The treaties he had with the Native American Indians, he broke them so he can win. Because he's not satisfied. He's a greedy, lustful, gluttonous bastard. You understand? Well, let's continue with the scriptures. You understand? Let's read Lamentations 14:18 again. They hunt our steps. And again, these people, our brothers and sisters who I just read, their steps were hunted. Their steps were hunted like the predator to the prey. They were hunted like animals, like a snake does when he hunts a mice in the field. That's how his spirit is to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. That we cannot go in our streets. And these murders, every time you hear of a murder horn that's been chosen to go national in America, you know what I'm saying? We hear these stories, we cringe. We look over our shoulder. We see blue and red flash, our heart starts to beat. And it shouldn't be like that for the children of Israel. It shouldn't be like that for so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. It shouldn't be like that. But there's a reason for that. We're going to get to that later. If there's time, Salakia. Our end is near. And every time you get around these police officers, again, our heart beats and you feel like death is in the air because, again, Esau has made a promise to kill Jacob. These Edomites have that spirit of their father Esau, and Esau's name got changed to Edom because he's a spiritually disgusting bastard. And Jacob's name got changed to Israel because he's a prince of power, resting on that angel, as the scriptures say. You understand? It feels like our end is near every time we go, we're near these bastards. They come at you with a forked tongue. They come at you with a lying face, with a smile, but really they got the knife behind their back ready to kill you, the sword. And the sword today is the Glock 19 or a Beretta or a SIG or whatever's in the holster of that cop at the time. ready to pull the trigger on you and lie to the public that I feared for my life. How you gonna fear for your life for killing an unarmed man? How you gonna fear for your life for an unarmed black, Hispanic, Native American Indian surrendering himself unto you? How you gonna fear for your life? No, you have the same spirit as your father. You want to kill us. You're keeping your word. You're keeping the word of your forefather, of your father Esau. You understand? Come on, Slakia. Our day is fulfilled, for our end has come. And that's how we feel. You understand? You as a black Hispanic Native American Indian, the best advice you can get from Commander General Yohana or any man below him that's above me, when you get pulled over by the police officer, don't give him no lip. Give them your license, your registration, all the information they ask for you. And you tell them, yo, I'm reaching for this. I'm going for this. That's the best thing we can do to stop the murderers. But the best thing we could do, the only thing we could do is going back to the law, statute, commandments that the Most High God has given us. So the Most High God can show his face upon us. So the Most High God can protect us. So the Most High God can strike these heathens who strike us easily. You understand? But before all that comes, the best thing for black Hispanics, Native American Indians to do when you get put over, don't give them no lip, because they're looking for a reason. They're looking for a ride, a lie where they can pull the trigger on you. You understand? But let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 7. Slakia. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 7. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity, waste and destruction in their path. And this again is the spirit of Esau. Their feet run to evil when they have a reason, when they have a lie in their head where they can pull a trigger and kill an innocent black, Hispanic, Native American man, an Israelite. Understand? Their feet are quick to run to evil. You ever seen where, and it's sick, you ever seen where they already have a brother down on the ground, and there's two of them, two officers, they apprehend them, and then two more come, and then four more come. And then you hear, I can't breathe. Yeah, you're killing me. And they don't resist. You know what I'm saying? They don't resist. You scream out, I'm down. I'm already down. They're like, nah, you ain't, we want you 6 feet deep down, boy. That's the thoughts in their head. That's the thoughts of iniquity because they want to kill you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. And it doesn't matter about gender. They'll kill our children. They'll kill our women too, and our elderly. And our elderly. They don't care. They don't have a care in the world. They do not have a care in the world. You know what I'm saying? And we touch on that right now. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy, Salakia. Got it right here, Salakia. Bear with me as well. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 50. A nation of fierce continents. You understand? When it says a nation of fierce continents, it's a nation who's fierce against you. They see you, there's nothing but a malice intent in their heart to harm you. You understand? A malice intent with the intent to harm you, black, Hispanic man, Native American man, which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. Understand? So he doesn't care. Esau don't care how old you are or who you are. They don't care. If you're a black, Hispanic, Native American Indian man, he wants you dead. He wants you off this earth. He doesn't want you breathing the same air he is. You understand? And this is how he is. This is how he is. You understand? He doesn't know peace. He doesn't know peace. He doesn't want peace. He wants problems. And since he rules the world, he does it and nothing happens. You understand? He just does it. But let's finish the scripture, Salakia. Read it again. Their feet run to evil. Again, their feet run to evil, and that evil is what their forefather Esau said, that he wants to kill his brother. He wants to slay his brother. Every time we're out there in these streets, just minding our business, just come home from work, whatever it may be, their feet run to evil when they see us and they have the opportunity to try and slay us. Because again, that lie they have, oh, I feared for my life. Salakia. They make haste to shed innocent blood. And like I said, when they have a brother apprehend on the ground, 2 already on him, he's not resisting, 2 more come, 3 more come, 4, 5 more come. You understand? because they're in haste to shed the blood of the innocent. They're in haste to shed the blood of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Of a black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, because this is the spirit Esau had. This is the promise Esau kept. This is the word Esau kept from Genesis all the way down to today in 2020 in North America, in Mexico, in Brazil, in Jamaica, in Colombia. You understand? Wherever there's an Israelite, let's keep reading. Slovakia. And their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity. Again, they have no well-mattered thoughts when they see you. Whether they have you in handcuffs or you're just walking by and they're just grilling you for no reason. With their disgusting blue eyes and disgusting yellow hair, which is blonde hair. And the scripture said they have yellow hair, they are unclean. You understand? They have thoughts of iniquity when they see you, especially when they see a brother on a come up, especially when they see a brother with money or with a fancy car. And you know, it's just the same thing like back in the day. How can you afford this, boy? What are you, a drug dealer? Why has to be a drug dealer? How you know this brother is not in a Fortune 500 company? How you know this brother didn't save his money since he was a young kid and start up his own business? But you equate your ways to our ways, and it's not our fault because we've been around you for all this long time in America for over 405 years. Of course, we're gonna pick up your ways. Slovakia. We're gonna pick up your ways. We're gonna be corrupt like you because we've been around you because you have not letting go of the children of God. You understand? The whole the whole gang culture, we got that from you, Esau. You are the original gangster. You are the original savage. You understand? That whole I'm on demon time. You are the original demon time, Esau. That's all you. And we picked that up from you because you know why? You're the ones running the show. You're the ones who have a yoke of iron around our neck. You're the ones who have a knee on our neck. You're the ones writing the show for now in this wicked world, in this wicked Babylonian world. You understand? You're the ones that we follow. So of course, blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians will be here. All these Italian gangsters like disgusting ass Mickey Bonds or Al Capone, homosexual behind, all that disgusting stuff. We implement y'all. We implement y'all, and that's why we got the Bloods and Crips, the GDs, the Vice Lords, the Zopow, the Shao Posse, whatever crew of blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians that are so-called in the gang culture, we got that from you. Because again, you know why? It's a lock you. Because their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity. Because it is the thoughts of iniquity, and iniquity is sin, the transgression of the law. You are a lawless beast. That's what these people are, and that's why the Most High God is telling us not to live like them, not to take on their culture, not to do their ways, so their ways of iniquity. They don't know peace. Understand? But let's keep reading. Shalakia. Wasting and destruction are in their path, and again, wasting and destruction are in their path. Shalakia. Bear with me. Wasting and destruction are in their path. Wherever they go on the planet, they come to say they want to trade, they want this, they'll trade for you. And that trade goes on for a little bit. I'm just going about the history and paraphrasing how they get down. They want to trade spices or minerals, whatever. And that's how it starts until they want to move in. They want to appease their way upon whatever people that they stumble upon, like the Native American Indians. And if you show any resistance, it's war. Here comes the swords. Here comes the gunpowder. Here comes the missiles. You understand? It's the same way how it was then as it is today. You understand? Wherever you see Esau, wherever you say Esau says they need freedom, wherever land they are, they go into this, and wherever land they go in this world, on this earth, saying these people need freedom, these people need democracy over there. They want something they got and I want it. That's what it means. They got something over there I want. I'm gonna get it. And the cover up is they need democracy over there. Those people need freedom. That's how they get down. They're liars, like their father Esau when he lied upon our forefather Jacob, saying that we took his birthright. You sold your birthright. You lost your old game. And not only that, the Most High God told your mother it wasn't for you. The Most High God is telling us that you are a dishonorable vessel. The Most High God is telling us, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, that you are corrupt and cannot be straightened. The Most High God is telling us that He hates you. He hates you for the violence you've done to your brother, and your brother was blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians was, because you're cut off. We're not brothers anymore. You understand? Like we did in the series before. I think it was part 1, part 2, when Moses wanted to go past your land. And you hate us so much, you hated us, you remember what your forefathers said. You wouldn't let us go past your land when we was in the deserts, when we was wandering, when we was nomadic, when we left Egypt. You wouldn't let us go past. And when we asked the second time, you said no, and you came with men ready to shed blood, with thoughts of iniquity. A reason to say that we came upon your land uninvited to kill blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, because your forefather said he's going to slay Jacob. And he's been doing it now until then, until 2022. Again, I just read the list and it's disgusting. How we get slaughtered and we get killed and we get no justice. Understand? Every nation in this world, when other nations be attacked by another nation, they're so free enough that they can get their own justice. You understand? When the towers dropped in New York City, America got their justice by going to war. Because you know why? They're free. When the Israelis, those fake Jews in Israel, in the Holy Land, when they attack the Palestinians are so free, they get justice by shooting missiles back. You understand? When Japan invaded China all those years ago, you understand? They were so free, they were able to fight back because you know why? They're free and they get justice. When a black and Hispanic man, Native American man gets gunned down in North America, the thing we do is we get that sucker Al Sharpton or that sucker Reverend Jesse Jackson and we march. That's all we do because you know why? Because we're docile and we're weak because of Christianity, because Christianity is making new slaves. Christianity is making new homosexuals. Christianity is the reason why, the main reason why blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians don't want to fight for freedom. Not even fight for freedom. You don't want to know. You don't know why that this is your freedom. That this is right here. This is your constitution on how to deal, how you should go about with these heathen nations. And like it says in the book of Zephaniah, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. Christianity is not telling you that you are the nation of Israel. That blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the children of Israel because Christianity has a belief in the world. Kumbaya. You understand? Well, let's get to these scriptures because it's disgusting. In the book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 8. The way of peace they know not, and that's just like Esau. He doesn't know peace. He does not know peace. And it's sad to think about, but I'm going to speak on how many of those brothers and sisters got gunned down. They scream, no, don't shoot. No, don't shoot, I'm unarmed. They scream no, and he still pulled the trigger. And not only that, you have another wicked, disgusting Edomite pulling the trigger from the other side. It's crazy how it goes from the most shocking thing in this country, where you see a man get beat down around the king, so you see live executions on TV. You understand? And we march. We march and we cry. We beg this oppressor to see us as a people. That's how beat down, destroyed we are as blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. That we don't know that this European man, this oppressor, this white man, Esau is our enemy. Esau is our enemy, and the fact is, we because of Christianity, we're so docile that we march and we beg him to stop killing us. But the best thing you can do is separate from him. It's funny because when Martin Luther King he did his little boycott, it worked. It worked for a time, but he should have kept going. But he didn't keep going because you know why? He was a Christian. He believed in his heart. He was taught whatever that crap. He believed in Christianity so bad that this is going to get them to change. This boycott. No. If Commander General Yohana ordered the boycott for all blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, we're going to do it forever. Till Christ returns, forever. Get in their pockets. Understand? Let that black Hispanic, let that Israelite dollar circle around our communities so we can have our stuff going on, jumping on. We can have all businesses, all hotels, all hospitals. You understand? Because again, these people who we march for to get them to stop killing us it's insane. And then after that march goes down, 4 or 5 months later, another shooting, another execution live on TV recorded by their police cameras, which was set to keep them in check. But no, you get a live execution, free, free pay-per-view. It's like Rome. You understand? They go like this and that. You know what I'm saying? It's always like that when it comes to these wicked beasts. Because you know why? Like it says in the book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 8, the way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their going. There's no judgment in going. They don't know righteous judgment. Because you know why? He does not have the words. He does not have the laws, the statutes, the commandments of the Most High God. Because if it comes from the Most High God, it is righteous. You know, so he does not know righteous judgment. This is the same man that says that legalizes homosexuality, alternative love. And again, pretty soon they're going to add a P to that LGBABC crap of pedophilia. And then we're going to see what you're really about. Is it still going to be acceptable? Are they still brave? The monkeys killed Slaki. The Most High God is killing them all with the monkeypox. I want to see what all these people who are heterosexual and for the rainbow flag, what are you going to do when that P gets added? You going to still support? The answer is yeah, because you're sucking your traitor to your people. And there's nothing you're going to do when the Most High God visits you. There's nothing you can do. Understand? But let's keep reading. They have made, Slakia, they have made them crooked paths. Whosoever goes therein shall not know peace. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to know peace. You understand? You're not going to know peace. That's like saying how the brothers and sisters who get tricked into joining Esau's military because you think you're paying for you're paying for your college tuition. You're going to get money. You join their ways and now you're messed up. You don't know peace. You understand? You think you're joining the toughest people, the most righteous army in the world, where they're ordered to shoot a kid. To shoot a kid because you're suspicious that he might blow something up. You understand? You think you're joining warriors, you're joining cowards. You understand? You're joining cowards. And that's what it is, because you know what? Like it says at the beginning of the scripture, the ways of peace they know not. And there is no judgment in their goings, because they don't know judgment. They don't know righteous judgment. You understand? Brother gets shot down when he's asked to get his license and registration, because you asked him to get it. Whoa, 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 whoa. And now you got 5 in your chest. Lungs were filled with blood. You can't breathe, and your rib is right there crying for you, and she's in the back of the paddy wagon with the child crying for you, and the daughter's scared, saying, "Don't cry, mommy. I don't want us to kill him for them." Y'all remember that? Because these are the ways of Esau. You understand? This is the word Esau kept, and it went down from generation to generation, all the way to right now in modern times. And we as Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we have to understand this bastard, this nasty, disgusting man, is not our friend. He has no good wishes for us. He don't want us around. He wants to eradicate us. You understand? But let's get to the scriptures, because you can go on and on and on and on talking about him. But let's see what the Most High God says about him. Because if you don't believe me, you know what I'm saying, you can go to the scriptures, and if you don't believe the scriptures, Lord be with you. Lord be with you. We're going to go to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 5. Let's lock it. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. You know what I'm saying? A perpetual hatred. You know what the word perpetual? It means it's continuous. It goes on, it goes on, it goes on. It's perpetual. It's perpetual motion. It's always going to be. That hatred these European people, these oppressors, these white people, Esau has for blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, for Israelites, is perpetual. Because again, it's the words of Esau, their father. You understand? If you're taught in the house, if the household is taught by the man of the house, it's going to trickle down generation to generation, no matter what. So that perpetual hatred that Esau had for Jacob, like it says in Genesis, that he's going to slay his brother, that I hate him, it's been going on because you know why? Esau kept his word. Esau kept his word. He said, "I want to slay my brother. I want to kill him. I hate him." But let's keep reading. Salakia. And has shed the blood, Slakin, has shed the blood of the children of Israel. Again. Let's start from the beginning. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword. You understand? The force of the sword was the sword back then, an actual blade, forged in fire. Right now in 2022, the sword is the gun and the pen. Or the phone that Karen gets. It's the phone now. The sword is the phone now. Ain't that something? When Karen gets a hold of that phone, it's a sword. Understand that? Because they're gonna call police, and she's hoping that those cops kill you on spot. You understand? Kill you on spot. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And it's even more disgusting because our brothers and sisters don't realize that we have an enemy on this world. But you're so stuck into Christianity that everything's going to be all right. He's human. No, he's not human. He's a parasite, a cancer in a pale flesh. And he wants you dead. Let's keep reading. Salakia. By force in the sword in a time of their calamity, in the time of their iniquity, has an end. And right now, as it was today, when it says in the time of our calamity, when you look at blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians right now in North America, we are in impoverished conditions. We are poor. We are in what really is hell. Hellish conditions. You understand? We have no might, we have no infrastructure, we have no so-called economy, how the blackity blacks talk about. But you gotta get an economy. No, you need to get back to the law, statute, commandments of the Most High God. That's what you need to get out of this. But in our calamity, in these hellish conditions, they kill us. They kill us, they gun us down, they evict us, they fire us, they do everything they need to do with us, because you know why? To lock you. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. You understand? A hatred. They probably see red like a bull when they see a so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native American man. You understand? And when it says right here, it's Salakia. Bear with me. And the time of their iniquity. When it says the time of our iniquity, right as it is then, like the story goes, when Israel sins, we get punished. When Israel is righteous, we are on top of the world. Like the Most High God says in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6, and the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14. That we are a special people, and that we are going to be above all nations of people upon earth if we follow these laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High God. If we follow the Constitution that the Most High God has given us, He's given us His ways. Like again, it says in the book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19 and verse 20. But as in today, we are living in iniquity. We are living in sin because we are living in these curses. Because again, no other people has gone through this. No other people on the planet Earth has gone through this, and they can say we're living it. Because you know why? When you look at those, I mention this every now and then because it's true. When you mention the Tasmanian people, when they went through just a little bit of what we're going through now, they're extinct. You probably, if you probably find a half a freckle of a full Tasmanian man. And those are the Japhetic people over there in Australia. They slaughtered them. Now they're Edomites. You know what I'm saying? They look like them, but their bloodline goes to Edom. You understand? Because we go through all this, because we're going through the curses of the Most High God, because we sinned. We've sinned. And that's what it says in our time of our iniquity. They're gunning us down. They're shooting at us. They're firing us. They're putting drugs in the community. You understand? And blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we have to understand. We have to get back to the Most High God. If you want all this to end, if you want justice, if you want judgment upon Esau to come, we have to stop sinning. We have to stop smoking weed. We have to stop whoring out our women. We have to be men and take care of our families. We have to stop being homosexuals, stop being lesbians. We have to stop selling drugs to our people. We have to stop doing drugs. We have to stop gangbanging. We have to stop voting for a heathen man every time. And he knocks us in the head saying, I care about the black community. And they have done nothing. The handmaid Barack Obama, he opened up the floodgates to homosexuality. And now look what it's led us. A righteous judgment by the Most High God will throw monkeypox upon the earth. You understand? But right now, it's my time. I'm preaching officer of 50 Yahshua Miala. This is the ISUPK Long Island. The ISUPK come out of 125th Street. 1 West, Harlem, New York, under Command and General Yohana. And since 1969, we've been letting the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians know and giving them back their true identity, that we are the true Jews, the true Israelites according to the Bible. And that's my time, Israel. Sure.